long block is actually term 1, week 3. So if you want to correct that, I would go ahead and do that. Go ahead and put your name at the top. Make sure you put your full block number at the top also. Right now we are at 3A. All right. We are going to start talking about these two-step equations. Okay, so in order to do two-step equations, we're going to have to do 2 separate steps. It's going to work just like we did our one-step equations. Draw your line down your equal sign. We're always going to get rid of the constant that's being added or subtracted first. So we're always going to do the opposite of addition and subtraction. Okay, so for this one, on the variable side, we have plus 9. So the inverse operation of adding 9 is, and when you're going to show it under that constant and on the other side under that 25. Okay, so opposites cancel. You can cross these out. Bring down your 4x. And what is 25 minus 9?
16.
Okay. And so now this is multiplication. The opposite of multiplying by 4 is?
Divided by 4.
Okay, so we're going to show division of 4 by using a fraction bar on each side. Okay, then from there, to show that work, we are going to cross out the 4's because 4 divided by 4 is 1. We'll have x left over. And what is 16 divided by 4? So box that in. Okay. For number 2, what would our first step be here? After drawing our line.
Now,
we're going to show that we're subtracting 12 on both sides. Make sure that you're lining up your work so that you're subtracting 12 under the 12 and under the 62. Draw your horizontal line across.
and then 62 no, you did it. That's 50.
Okay, so the 12s are going to cancel because those are inverse operations, so cross those out. Bring down what's left over, so now we have 5 times x. 62 minus 12 is how much? Okay, and now we have a one-step equation. What's the inverse of multiplying by 5? So divide by 5 on both sides. And x is 10. Okay. Number 3. What's our first inverse operation? So add 20. 6x equals 42. And what's our next step after this, Braden? Marcus, what's our next step after this?
We on number 3.
We're going to divide by 6. And x is going to equal how much? All right. On number 4, Christian, what's our first step? Minus 9. After we subtract 9, we're going to cancel the 9's out. 21 minus 9 is how much?
14.
11.
It's 11.
I'm sorry, my math.
12.
Oh, 12. It's 12.
I told y'all.
So now 2 times x equals 12. Okay, Chrisley, what's our next step? Yeah, that's right. Divide each one by 2. So the 2's cancel, x is left, and 12 divided by 2 is? Okay. Number 5. Okay, what's our first inverse operation, Mr. Leek? We're going to add 25, right? Okay, once we do that, we're going to show that these canceled because they're inverse. Bring down your 4x. 11 and 25 is going to be 36. And Christian said we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. Once we do that, the 4's cancel. And x equals, what's 36 divided by 4? Okay. Go ahead and try 6, 7, 8, and 9 on your own.
Excuse